Hi friends, hope you are doing great. Today we are going to see the lab how to use the BQ command line tool to run queries and load the data. In our last video we have seen the Google Cloud Console by using the console. Now we are going to see that command line tool. So first we have to enable the API. So BigQuery, which is automatically enabled in new projects, to activate BigQuery in a pre-existing project, go to enable the BigQuery API. We have to enable the API first. This is the dashboard, Google dashboard. Just click the navigation menu. Here we have the option APIs and services, and we have to enable this BigQuery API. So I am finding here BigQuery API. We have to select this BigQuery API and we have to enable this. Already API has been enabled. If it has not enabled, you have to enable it. For now it has enabled. So I am going back again. Just click home page and we are going to examine a table. BigQuery offers several sample tables that we can query. In this demo, we can run some queries against the Shakespeare table, which contains an entry for every word in every Shakespeare play. To examine the schema of a specific table, run the following command. If the project and dataset IDs are the default values for your BQ tool, you can omit the project and dataset IDs. The following example examines the Shakespeare table in the samples dataset. BQ show BigQuery-public-data, which is project ID, samples, which is dataset ID, dot Shakespeare, which is table ID. So we are going to copy this command, BQ command. So we are going to open the Cloud Shell, activate Cloud Shell. Just click the activate Cloud Shell. It is provisioning now, provisioning our Google Cloud Shell machine. Let's wait for it. We have to enter that command in Cloud Shell, establishing connection to our Cloud Shell. So here we have to enter that command. So I am enlarging it. Okay, so we are entering the command BQ show BigQuery-public dataset. Just we have to click authorize now. So enter, I have entered this command. So you can see the output now. Schema, total rows, total bytes, last modified date. It's coming. Now I am moving to next. Run the help command. Use BQ help to get detailed information about the BQ command line tool. So we can enter like a BQ help. We can enter the command, so you can see the information, to detailed information. Include a command name to get information about a specific command. For example, the following call to BQ help retrieves information about the query command. BQ query, I am putting clear now, so that you can see BQ help query. So you can see this command. Now we are going to run a query. Run a query to see how many times the substring raisin appears in Shakespeare works. To run a query, run the command BQ query SQL statement. Escape any quotation marks inside the SQL statement with a slash mark, or use a different quotation mark type than the surrounding marks. The following standard SQL query does a word count for the number of times that the substring raisin appears in all of Shakespeare's works. So I am going to copy this query. Just I am putting clear now so that you can see. So I am pasting that query here. Select BQ query hyphen use underscore legacy underscore SQL equal to false slash select. We are selecting the word and some word count as count from BigQuery public dataset, project ID, samples dataset ID, Shakespeare table name, where word like raisin, group by word. So we have entered this command. So it has run also. We got output. You can see the word and count here. price in, rise in, like that. We can see count also 8 4 5 2 1 1. So we can see the output now. So likewise we can run this query. Now we are going to see, if you search for a word that is not in Shakespeare's works, no results are written. For example, the following search for Hua returns no matches. So same query only we are going to use now also, but we are going to replace the word Hua. Okay, H uses H, we are going to use that word only, replace the word by instead of that one. Okay, so same command only, same query only we are going to use here. Okay, now I have entered this command bq query hyphen use legacy SQL file select word from, then word I have put like that. So current status done, but we didn't get any output because that word is not present in that Shakespeare table. So that is the thing. Now what we are going to do means we are going to create a new table. So previously we have done in the public dataset only. Now we are going to create a new table. Create a one table, every table which is stored inside a dataset. What is a dataset? It's a group of resources. So we are going to download the sample data. The sample data contains approximately 7 MB of data about popular baby names, and it is provided by the US Social Security Administration. Download the baby name zip file, extract the file. The zip file contains a readme file that describes the dataset schema. Open the file name oyob2010.txt to see what it looks like this. The file is CSV file with the following 3 columns: names, gender, and number of children with that name. The file has no header row. Copy or move the oyob2010.txt file into the directory where you are running the BQ command line tool. If you are running the BQ command line tool in Cloud Shell, upload the oyob2010.txt file. So already I have uploaded the zip file, so I am not going to do this again because I have already done the lab previously. If you have not seen my previous lab, you can see that. So how to upload, how to extract the file I have done already. So I am going to upload the file from that only. So I am not going to do this download the baby names zip file because I have already done it. If you have not seen my previous video, I have done the same by using the Google Cloud Console. If you have not seen my previous video, just go and watch that video, then you can come this video. You can easily understand how to download and how to extract the file and open the file name. So now I am going to open this directly from that drive. So just I am checking this one only. You can see the steps. I am getting some updates, so I am closing this right now. Mac update I am getting, so I have closed it. Okay, now I am going to create a new dataset. So use bqls command to see whether your default project has any existing datasets. So I am going to put this bqls command here. So just I am putting clear now so that you can see top bqls. So there is no dataset now. There is no dataset. So now I am going to run a bqls again to list the datasets in a specific project by including the project ID followed by a colon. The following example lists the datasets in the public data project. Now I am going to copy this bqls public data. Now you can see the output now. So samples, I am getting the dataset ID. Though this is a public data, that's what I am getting this. Now I am going to use the bqmk command for creating a new dataset named baby names in your default project. A dataset name can be up to 1024 characters long and consist of A to Z, small a to z, okay, 0 to 9 and the underscore, but it cannot start with a number or underscore or have spaces. So now I am going to put bqmk baby names. I am going to copy this command. I am entering into the Cloud Shell bqmk command. So dataset successfully created, baby names, it has been created successfully. Now I am going to run a bqls to confirm that the dataset now appears as part of the default project. Just copy this command bqls. So you can see the dataset now, baby names dataset, it's coming now. Dataset ID which we have created, the baby names, it's reflecting now. We are getting the output. Now I am going to upload the table. The bq load command creates or updates a table and loads data in a single step. So I am going to run the bq load command to load our resource. So I have copied this command bq load baby names dot names 2010 and yob 2010.txt, name as a string, gender as a string, count as an integer. Just enter this command. So I'm loading this. So upload complete. So we have to wait. Yeah, current status done now. So we have successfully done this step now. The bq load command arguments dataset id, which is baby names, table id, which is names 2010, source yob 2010.txt, if necessary include the full path to the file, then schema, name, string, gender, string, count also integer. So already we have done this step. So output also we have received. Now we are going to run the bqls to confirm that the table now appears in the dataset. I am copying this bqls baby names. Just enter the command now, bqls baby names. So we got the output now, table id. We got the output now, table id, names 2010 and type table, we got it. So now I am going to copy this bq show to see the schema. Bq show baby names dot names 2010. We can view the schema. Last modified date, we can see schema, we can see name, gender, count, total number of rows, total bytes, we can see that. Then we are going to step 4, we are going to run the queries, run the following command to return the most popular girl names. We are going to run this query. Just I am putting clear so that you can see in the top. bq query, I have put the bq query now. Select name, count from baby names dot name 2010, where gender is female, order by count, it will come in a descending order. Limit I have given 5 only. So I have entered this command. So we can see that 5 records we can see, Isabella, Sophia, Ima, Olivia, Ava, like that. Count also you can view that count. So next I am going to run one more query, run the following. Now I am going to run the following command to see the most unusual boys names. The minimum count is 5 because the source data omits names with fewer than 5 occurrences. So just I am copying the bq query, select name, count from baby names dot baby names, it's a data set, names 2010, and where gender it's male, order by count, ascending, limit I am giving 5 only I am giving. So just enter this query now, bq query. So you can see the output now. So waiting for that current status is done. Name you can see, count also you can see. Name you can see Adavan, Aryan, Amran, Aidan, Abid, like that we can see. 5 count also you can see. So now I am going to finally, to avoid incurring charges to our Google Cloud account for the resources used in this demo, we are going to delete this bqrm-r baby names. To remove the baby names dataset, use the -r flag to delete all tables in the dataset, include the names 2010 table. So I am going to run this bqrm command to delete. So confirm we have to delete means we have to type y. So without forget we have to delete or else they will charge. So just I am entering this command bqrm-r baby names. It will ask confirmation, we have to give yes, y, then it has been deleted successfully. It has been deleted now. Thanks a lot friends. We have done the we have done the demo today, BigQuery. In our next video you will see. So if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. It will motivate me to upload more videos about the Google Cloud platform. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.